You can't even manage your own husband. I stood in the kitchen cutting onions, smelling the sharp scent. The knife tip reflected the dim light. Stacy cried, holding Emma. Emma patted her back gently. I crouched nearby, feeling a tight knot inside. Stasis' eyes were red and makeup smudged. Emma frowned slightly but did not stop her. I set down the knife and went to the living room to regain control. Stacy sobbed uncontrollably, saying he left me. Emma said softly, "Sit down, we can talk slowly." I watched them growing closer. Since wedding planning began, Stacy interfered constantly. She said the color choices were too plain, she didn't like them. I said it doesn't matter, go ahead, but felt upset inside. She insisted on a vegetarian menu, though only 2 guests were vegetarians. She even demanded to walk the red carpet first at the wedding. Emma did not refuse and nodded. I tried to reason, this is our wedding. Emma said it's fine, let her be happy. Stacy proudly walked the red carpet like the bride. I sat with my parents, clenching my hands and forcing a smile. After the wedding, Stacy appeared frequently in our lives. Weekend plans always had to accommodate her. Emma said Stacy suggested another restaurant. I tried to discuss setting boundaries. Emma defended, saying she helped me, she doesn't understand the past. I realized Stacy disrespected me and our marriage. Emma always favored Stacy, unable to understand me. I wanted stability in marriage but was forced to tolerate. One Friday, Stacy appeared crying at the door. Emma quickly invited her in, face full of concern. I left my cut onions midway, feeling helpless. Stacy sat on the sofa with her bag, sobbing, telling about being dumped by her boyfriend Jack. Emma held her hand, saying, "We are here with you." I watched everything helplessly from the kitchen. Days passed. Stacy took over the entire living room. In pajamas, lying on the couch with a big bag of chips, watching TV, leaving kitchen messes and dirty pots and pans. I tried to discuss Stasis' behavior with Emma. Emma said she needed time, Stacy had nowhere else. Even my patience felt out of control. Stacy even used my tools for woodworking. I found her painting colorful boards in the backyard. I went inside and told Emma she had to leave. Emma was surprised. My tone was firm. I did not relent. I sat down and clearly told Stacy her behavior was unacceptable. Stacy began crying, accusing me of being heartless. Emma hesitated at first but did not defend her. A week later, Stacy moved out, complaining about my control. I finally felt the house was mine. But Stacy continued to interfere. Emma couldn't trust fully. Emma became cold when leaving to meet Stacy. Dinner was almost untouched. She went straight to bed. I asked her what happened. She gave vague answers. Next day, Emma accused me of cheating. I was shocked, saying, "No, I don't understand how she knows." She said Stacy saw me kissing another woman in the parking lot. I explained I was at the store, but she didn't believe me. She refused to trust me, only believed Stacy. Emma moved to the guest room, saying she needed space, leaving a note saying separation was best. I felt powerless to save the marriage, feeling hopeless. Stacy began spreading rumors. Friends acted strangely. Family asked uncomfortable questions. I felt isolated. Anger gradually cooled. 2 months later, a stranger number texted claiming to be Marissa. She said Stacy lied she could talk to me. I met Marissa. She handed me her phone. It showed fabricated cheating messages by Stacy. I was shocked, angry, seeing the malicious tampering. Marissa said she couldn't stay silent. I took the evidence to a lawyer preparing legal action. I decided Emma needed to know the truth. Next day, I met Emma at the park, giving her the evidence. Emma read it, shocked. She said she didn't know, tears falling. I calmly told her Stacy deliberately sabotaged the marriage. She admitted misplaced trust, apologized. I seriously explained trust once broken cannot return. Emma cried, begging for a chance. I shook my head, refusing. I stood, saying we should look forward. She did not stop me, leaving alone, feeling relieved. I shared the evidence with old friends without explanation. Shortly, I received overwhelming support messages. Stasis' behavior exposed. Friends began to isolate her. She was fired from work over interpersonal issues. When I met Marissa, she said Emma tried to reconcile with Stacy. Stacy mocked Emma, saying she could handle it herself. I saw Stas's social media criticized and mocked. Emma went to her parents' house living tense, difficult days. Her mother blamed her for losing a good man, trusting Stacy. My life gradually stabilized. People around genuinely cared. I learned not to tolerate manipulation and betrayal. Stacy and Emma faced consequences for their actions. I regained control of my life, feeling secure. Friends and family slowly restored relationships. I didn't need to rebuild everything. I understood reckoning comes from factual actions. Anger turned into calm, strategic planning. Every lie and manipulation recorded and exposed. Stacy tried to defend herself, powerless, isolated. Emma began reflecting, accepting pain. I didn't seek reconciliation, only clarity and justice. Eventually, I rebuilt life safe and trusting. Stacy and Emma faced consequences of choices. I recovered from marriage breakdown, finding myself. Life continued, I felt control and peace. I set clear boundaries, no tolerance for intrusion. Every endurance brought lessons. Evidence and actions made me invincible. I saw friends supporting me again. Once isolated, life was reversed. Stacy tried to defend herself, no one listened. Emma admitted mistakes, began self-reflection. I kept distance, protecting my space. The house was ours again. Life returned to stable order. Every conflict became learning. Anger replaced by reason. I handled everything calmly. Marriage breakdown brought growth and insight. Friends and family restored as before. Every move was part of strategy. Stas's malice fully exposed. Emma learned to examine trust and boundaries. I took control of life from the broken pieces. Safety and respect became the new standard. Life continued, I felt true control. Every choice built self-worth. Past wounds transformed into calm power. I firmly protected personal space and rights. Stas's consequences unfolded. Emma truly understood trust. I did not look back, only moved forward. Life restored order, clear and precise. All relationships aligned with true value. I felt stability and freedom. Marriage breakdown taught boundary importance. Calm retaliation and action is strongest response. Every piece of evidence brought reckoning power. I regained control of future and life rhythm. Emotion, steady reason became my new weapon. Friends, supportive family, understanding increased security. Stacy and Emma faced their choices. I moved steadily, feeling control and peace. Life continued, I was no longer manipulated. Past anger transformed into action. Every calm handling was victory. I felt true freedom and autonomy. Marriage breakdown became opportunity for growth. Stas's interference vanished completely. Emma learned trust and boundary assessment. My life restored order and calm. Every choice was self-control. Life continued, I felt stability and safety. All losses and harm properly reckoned. I calmly, resolutely protected my rights. Life returned to balance and control. I grew and reborn from marriage breakdown. Stacy and Emma bore consequences of actions. I regained control of life and emotions. Every strategy and action effective. Life continued, I felt self-worth. Safety and trust became the new baseline. Past harm fully transformed into power. I moved steadily, embracing future days. Every reckoning established personal rights. Life returned to order and control.